Okay, so this is Ringwalk Media in association with Well Ice Therapy, Still Hub Management, and Barclay Carter Racing. The man of the hour, Mr. Callum Simpson. Finally, we announced that you've got your stadium fight, 3rd of August at Barnsley Football Club.
Yeah, finally announced. It's going to be a massive occasion. Just getting the fight on in general this early on in my career. For just fighting for a British and Commonwealth, that's a big achievement straight away. And to actually do it at a football stadium is crazy. Like Josh Warrington and Kell Brook, they've done it locally, both for world titles towards the end of their careers. So for me to do it so early on just shows the belief that boxers got in me, and my team have got me and got behind me as well, and the belief I've got in myself because if I were a coward, as Chelli was saying, do you really think I want to be fighting in front of 7,000 Barnsley fans, home fans? Nah, if anything, I'd be more scared to do that.
But listen, this is never going to be a quiet build-up to this fight, and I know you two are going to have some backwards and forwards. But on a serious note, this is the British and Commonwealth title. You've worked incredibly hard for your career to get to this point. You must be very proud of where you've got to so far.
Yeah, of course, I'm very proud and happy where I'm at, but I'm not complacent. I've got I've got a lot to achieve, and Zack Chelli is just another stepping stone in my path. And obviously, I'm not saying it's going to be an easy fight because it's not going to be an easy fight at all. He's a strong, fit, his game. Everyone knows what Chelli brings, but yeah, I'm confident I'm going to win, and then just keep on pushing. Yeah.
Obviously, in the lead up to sort of getting to this stage, there's various options that you may well have faced, and I'm not sure that anyone thought you would be sort of fighting Zack Chelli.
Yeah, I think I wanted to fight him for when I actually won the area title. That was an English eliminator, and I believe Chelli had the English at that point. And I wanted that fight. As interviews, if you go back, it might have been with you, or I'm not sure it was saying that I want that fight. And then since then he's lost it. And then again when Cullen won the British, I wanted to fight Cullen, and then he ended up, even though Chelli lost, so luckily he was lucky to fight for the British again and won. So yeah, here we are. Here we are.
And this is a great sort of launch day. I think it's broken all pre-sale records with Box Earth this morning. I think.
Yeah, I was talking to the team, and they were saying they can't believe how well it's done. They said said it had broken the record for pre-sale sign-ups. I think other than pay-per-view fights, but it's like even more than Wardley Clark, and that was a massive fight at O2 Arena that holds over 20,000. And for me to be doing it, in Barnsley again, with 15 fights early on in my career, it just shows the support and how much my town, and people that support me behind me.
Obviously, your sort of rise to where you are now, it's not been without pain and suffering and hard work and graft. I remember probably 2 years ago you were still working in a clothes shop part time, and I remember the look on your face when you kind of went full time, and it's like, now you watch me, and here we are, sort of 18 months or so later, and you're headlining at a stadium. I mean, you knew exactly what you were doing, didn't you?
Yes, 100%, mate. People like yourself, you see me on the small hall circuit. When I was still working 5 days a week, going to the weigh and then going straight after work, fighting on Saturday, going back into work on the Sunday. And like I say, it's not. But a lot of people now, they just see me, they see things like this, they see me on Sky, and they think, oh, it's just come out of nowhere. Like, no, I've been boxing for 18 years since I was 9 years old, and I put a lot of graft and a lot of hard work into it, and it's paying off. And I did an interview earlier with Sky, and I was saying that when I was growing up watching boxing, there were never anyone from Barnsley to look up to. We were always like the Josh Warrington from Leeds, or Kell Brook from Sheffield, or like Johnny Nelson from Sheffield, and then the McDonald brothers from Doncaster. So we always them lot in like Yorkshire, obviously West Yorkshire, Leeds, and South Yorkshire to look up to. So now I'm proud that kids are going to be able to look up to me now. I'm getting loads of messages from like local lads saying, "Oh, I want to be like you. I want to do this, whatever." And it's people have got someone to look up to now from Barnsley. They'll see me shopping in Lidl, and then weekend after they'll see me on Sky Sports. So yeah, it's that's something that's really special to me.
Crazy world of boxing, mate, isn't it? I mean, just how much does it mean to you to actually be able, at this stage in your career, because you're still quite a young boxer, at this stage in your career, to box in front of your home fans? I mean, there's probably going to be close to 9,000 people there on the night. I mean, it's a special occasion for you.
It's a special occasion for me and the town as well. The club were founded in 1887, and there's never been anything other than football. I think there might have been like a rugby event there maybe, but there's never been anything of this scale. And for me to be the person that brings that to Barnsley after 130 years, it's just going to be incredible. Like the full fight week build up as well. The open workout, the weigh-in, the press conference. it's going to be a special, again, not just for me, but for people of Barnsley to get behind me and come and support me. It's going to be like my friends, family, they're all here today as well. It's going to be something special, mate.
We've heard that Barnsley Football Club, especially, have been incredibly supportive, not just like leading up to this fight, but beforehand as well. They've always had your sort of interests at heart. Um, I mean, it's an amazing thing to have somebody like Barnsley Football Club behind you. I think the owner's here today, and he's come to support you, and that just doesn't happen in many places, does it?
No, mate, not all, not all. I think they know me from, I think some of the players, you come to watch my fights. Mainly Liam Kitchen, when he played for Barnsley, you come to watch my fights, and then obviously I went to, he kind of got me in with like a few of the people higher up there, and obviously I won my title, my area title, they got me on the pitch. The crowd were amazing. The crowd there, and the support, and then since then we just kept on building. That a lot of Barnsley fans now and have been coming to my fights, traveling down to London, Manchester again, and if it wasn't for them, this wouldn't be possible. If I were only selling 10 tickets and no one watching me, this would never happen. This would never happen. So it's as much them as me. And again, with like in terms of support, Barnsley Football Club's got behind me massively. The Barnsley Council's got behind me. The community's got behind me, and it's just unbelievable, mate.
What's it going to be like in the moment that you've got standing at the top of that ramp, ready to do your ring walk in front of your home fans at Barnsley? That's going to be a pretty special moment. What are you going to be thinking, do you think?
Keep cool, just relax. I think, luckily for me, I'm quite level-headed. I don't let the occasion get to me. Even when like the past 4 fights at the arenas, and when I headlined at Oldham as well for the area title, we got that packed out. I'm always relaxed, always keep my cool, and I think people know that. So I think luckily for me, I'm one of the people who've got a level head and I'm not going to let the occasion get to them. I'm just going to be relaxed, cool, embrace it. I think what I always just embrace the moment and enjoy it. So I'll still be smiling, coming down that ramp, and just feeling sense of pride that I'm part of what's made this happen.
British title fights tend to be almost better than world title fights in certain instances. It's always the one we look out for. All jokes aside and all sort of banter aside through the week of fight week, there are two very good boxers going into the ring to fight for a British and Commonwealth title. I mean, styles make fights, and I think this one probably has the making of maybe one of the top 3 fights of the year.
Yeah, I think Chelli's last fight against CALLUM were probably the bottom 3 British title fights ever. But luckily for me, he'll have a good dance partner, and I'll make sure if he's not performing well, I'll make sure I perform well. I'll make it a good fight.
Listen, a quick word about your manager, obviously, Kev Murray. He's been there, believed in you since day one. I mean, a lot of this is down to him. I know you've done the hard work, but just how grateful are you to Kev for his help?
Very grateful, mate. Like you said, it's down to me, but there's Kevin, my trainer, my team. So it's not just myself. Obviously, I put the work and get in the ring, but Kevin's been amazing. When I met him a while ago from through sparring, but then when I told him I was looking for a new manager, he was very keen to say the least, and everything that I told him I wanted. I had a list of them. I've got in my notes still now. I had a list of everything that I wanted over the next 12 months. I spoke to him. He said, "Yeah, I can deliver that. Can deliver that." And he delivered everything plus more. The first 12 months with him, he had 7 fights, finished on an area title fight with a contract lined up with Sky Sports Boxer. And then since then, he said, right, this year we're going to do this, and it made everything happen. And we actually call him the postman now because he always delivers.
Well, he certainly is delivering. And I think that's a very good place to stop an interview with one more question, a little message to Mr. Zack Chelli.
Make sure you polish them titles because I want them nice and shiny for when I get here. Thank you.